Janee Bolden is a hip-hop buff who is currently the senior content director of Bossip. She began her career as an entertainment journalist at places like XXL, The Source, and Vibe.com. During those times, she interviewed many celebrities. Tracee Ellis Ross recently told her that,
"Your hair is gorgeous,"
which is like ultimate goals. She's best friends with Angela Yee and hones her skills as a host and public speaker. Therefore, she's the perfect person to ask, what's up with sex and pop culture?
Media definitely has an effect on what we see when it comes to sex and the conversations that we're having around sex. You look at the television shows now, Pose, for example. I think that was like one of the first shows to ever have like a older male, younger male dynamic. Ellen, who's still someone who's thriving with her TV talk show, like when she came out, it was such a big deal. And now it's like, this is something that advertisers are not even shy about anymore.
The show Insecure, I remember that came under fire on Twitter because when they were having sex in the show, they
and
were not
using condoms.
Exactly.
Yeah. We all have to love ourselves, and we have to make adult decisions for ourselves. Like, that's not something that a TV show should decide for us. That's not even something that a partner should decide for us. Like, that's a decision that we have to come to on our own. I think people talk about the influence of media, or media might have influenced someone to do this action or that action. But I think at the end of the day, media is here as a reflection of society, and it's also here for entertainment.
I watched the show. It was just on Hulu, and I was like, whatever, I'm turning on. It was a black man, and he was going on dates with all these women, and they were all white. At one point, I literally remember thinking, like, is this just a show about him dating a bunch of white women? And it sounds really bad because I'm like, is he going to date in his race? And maybe that's just genuinely not what he's attracted to. But I do feel like, I think the reason why it's different when I feel that way or when black women feel that way as opposed to when white women feel the opposite is because black women, we are considered like the bottom of the totem pole. We are considered we are not considered as beautiful as white women, you know? And so to me, when I see that, it makes me feel, so what am I supposed to feel about myself?
The thing that we also have to understand is that we all come with individual traumas, right? People have to individually become mature about their own likes and dislikes. It's a process of getting to know yourself.
All of that is intertwined. Like, who you are internally and the media and how you interpret that media. You know, the show has great reviews, whether I think whether I have any opinion on that or not. I literally looked, I was like, let me see what Rotten Tomatoes says about this. I was like, oh, it's pretty good. So, you know, and that's fine. And that's okay.
Now you're going to have me looking for this show. I want to know.
I'm going to find it and I'll let you know.
You have the sex positivity movement. You have rappers now, openly gay rappers. People are embracing people regardless of their gender, their sexuality. I would say those are some of the positives to come out of it. But I don't think things have changed a whole lot. Like, I feel like people would say, like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion, that's like someone who's sex positive, or Lizzo is sex positive. And I think we still had those type of female artists like years ago, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, and even before that, like if you look back to the blues women, they were outspoken, they own their sexuality. Pop culture has been on the pulse of sexuality for quite some time.